amazing!
What's up, Guardians? Doodle here from Doodles of Destiny, and today we'll be talking about your favorite Agent of the Nine, Xurr. Today Xurr is in the Watcher's Grave area on Nessus and has brought treats early this Halloween, if you know what I mean. In case you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to receive Destiny 2 news, updates, and all things Destiny 2. Let's start off with Xurr's exotic list. First, we have the Hardlight exotic auto rifle with the intrinsic trait Volatile Light. Rounds fired from this weapon have reduced damage fall off, over-penetrate targets, and ricochet off hard surfaces. Projectiles damage increases after bounce. This is definitely a good weapon to have if you haven't picked it up already. There's nothing like shooting around corners when in the Crucible. For the Hunters, we have the Shards of Galanor, exotic gauntlets with the armor perk Sharp Edges. Hits and kills with Blade Barrage will return super energy after the super ends, with a total stat roll of 62, leading towards mobility, intellect, and strength. Next on the list we have the chest armor exotic Crest of Alpha Lupi, with the stat roll of 62, leading toward resilience and strength. With the armor perk Survival Well, generates an additional orb of power from supers and a healing pulse when Barricade is activated. Finally, for the Warlocks, we have the exotic gauntlets the Sunbracers, with a total stat roll of 65, pretty high for an armor piece, leaning towards mobility, resilience, discipline, and intellect. With the armor perk Helium Spirals, increase the duration of solar grenades. Solar melee kills grants unlimited solar grenade energy for a brief time. I would definitely grab this if you haven't already. For Xurr's new legendary pool, we have a few weapons from previous seasons. First off, we have the Dire Promise hand cannon with adaptive frame, auto-loading holster, and swashbuckler. Definitely a good one if you're thinking about scoring off in Gambit. Next we have the JN7 rifle, pulse rifle. Also an adaptive frame, this pulse rifle deals arc damage with full auto trigger system and outlaw. Xurr also has another pulse rifle, the Last Perdition, this one dealing void damage, also an adaptive frame with under pressure and kill clip. Moving on from there we have the 7th Seraph CQC-12 solar shotgun, a lightweight frame with auto-loading holster and snapshot sights. This is pretty decent. I could definitely see this being used in PvP matches. We all know how fun shotgunning is, right? Yeah. Next on the list we have the Hollow Words Arc Fusion Rifle, a precision frame with lead from gold and disruption break. Not a bad roll for a fusion rifle. Yeah, I would definitely grab this. For Xurr's heavy weapon, we have the Behringer's Memory Void Grenade Launcher, a rapid-fire frame weapon with quick draw and shield disorient. And finally, we have the Arc Sidearm, the Keening, an adaptive frame weapon with moving target and wellspring. Not a bad group of weapons this time around, but for those of you who don't already know, Xurr also carries legendary armor. For the Hunters, he has the Ancient Apocalypse set with the best pieces to grab being the Gauntlets with a stat roll of 62 leaning towards recovery, discipline, and intellect, and the Chest Armor with also a stat roll of 62 leaning towards mobility, resilience, and strength. For the Titans, we also have the Ancient Apocalypse armor set, and I have to say, all of these are pretty good. Yeah, I would grab all of these, as this isn't too bad if you haven't received armor like this. With an average stat roll being above 62, this could be pretty good build. And finally, for the Warlocks, we also have the Apocalypse armor, and again, overall, this is pretty good. I'd have to say Xurr did not come for the Hunters this week, but then again, no one ever does. With the average stat roll also being above 62, I would say this is a must grab for the Warlock. Well, there you have it, everything Xurr has to offer. It's nice seeing Xurr out and about away from the tower. Anyways, this is all the time I have here for today. If you liked what you saw, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can get weekly updates with everything Destiny 2. And as always, this is Doodle from Doodles of Destiny.